going on, Triad Hip Hop Podcast family? It's your man Kurt, trying to bring you another lyrical breakdown. This week, I got to represent one of my favorite rappers who is very underrated, my man Tragedy Khadafi, straight out of Queens. This is a joint that he did called Lift Your Glass. And I want to do the second verse because this second verse, man, was very powerful to me. And I really like where the energy was coming from. You know what I mean? It just felt like this verse kind of stood out a little bit more to me. So this is my man Tragedy Khadafi, Lift Your Glass. We're going to do the second verse. We're going to come back and I'm going to break down those lyrics and how they meant to me. And we're going to give my man his flowers like he deserves, all right? Let's do it.
It's burn weed, black gloves, black mask. Sit at the table like the mafia and lift the glass. When it's time to go to war, who be the first to blast? Real niggas shoot first and ask questions last. Yeah, black gloves, black mask. Sit at the table like the mafia and lift the glass. When it's time to go to war, who be the first to blast? Real niggas shoot first and ask questions last. Yo, my last days on the earth, bury me in the bridge. My worst fear is a stray bullet killing a kid. Born and raised where the fiends live. My pops did a state bid. All my niggas is locked and full of hatred. We can't make it, caught in the beast, tied naked. That's why I spit immortal thug shit on every record. It's thug apparel, resurrect the crime pharaoh. My thoughts travel like hollow tips through the barrel. It's all official. I hold a laser beam trying to hit you. My team died and came back. That's how we come and get you. My Arab missile penetrating through your body tissue. Kidnap your wife and your kids, make it a foul issue. Crime rate, violate, gorilla mind state. We all trying to escape, clapping at the J. The holy wars, my soul be inside of yours. For all my niggas who brawl, locked behind the walls. For all my niggas who brawl, locked behind the walls. Black gloves, black mask. Sit at the table like the mafia and lift the glass. When it's time to go to war, who be the first to blast? Real niggas shoot first and ask questions last.
Yeah, you heard what I heard. You know what I mean? I know y'all heard that. So, yo, that's just one of the dopest verses, man. Let's go through it real quick. So he said, yo, my last days on earth, bury me in the bridge. You know what I mean? Talking about Queensbridge. You know what I mean? That's the world's most largest and most notorious projects in the whole world. Queensbridge. So that's where he's from. So that's why he said that. My last days on earth, bury me in the bridge. My worst fear is a stray bullet killing a kid. Born and raised where the fiends live. My pops did a state bid. All my niggas is locked and full of hatred. You know what I mean? That's when you come from places like Queensbridge, you know, those real rough places. It's like, it's easy to become a statistic, you know what I mean? So that's why he's like, all my niggas is locked and full of hatred, you know what I mean? You know, you going, it's a good chance you're going to end up in jail or prison somewhere and bitter and hateful because of the way the system is treating you, you know what I mean? So it's really a sad thing. I'm glad I kind of got away from that lifestyle, you know what I mean? So anyway, he said, we can make it, caught in the beast, tied naked. That's why I get immortal thug shit. That's why I spit immortal thug shit on every record. It's thug apparel, resurrect the crime pharaoh. My thoughts travel like hollow tips through the barrel. That, though, those couple of bars right there was so dope to me, man. You know what I mean? He said, it's thug apparel, resurrect the crime pharaoh. My thoughts travel like hollow tips through the barrel. You know what I mean? Like hollow tip bullets through the gun barrel. He said, it's all official. I hold a laser beam trying to hit you. My team died and came back. That's how we come to get you. You know what I mean? On some resurrect shit. You know what I mean? He said, my Arab missile penetrating through your body tissue. Kidnap your wife and your kids. Make it a foul issue. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Come on now. He said, crime rate, violent, gorilla mind state. We all trying to escape, clapping at the Jakes. You know what I mean? You know, Jakes, you know, the law enforcement, you know what I mean? Clapping at the Jakes, you know what I mean? So, the holy wars. He said, my soul be inside of yours. For all my niggas who brawl, locked behind the walls. You know what I mean? Locked behind them prison walls. You know what I mean? And then he said, actually, I think that was it. Actually, my fault. He said, yeah, for all my niggas who brawl, locked behind the walls. For all my niggas who brawl, locked behind the walls. So, you know what I mean? To me, that was like, it was like really potent. It was short and sweet and to the point. You know what I mean? He's not only giving you dope lyricism, but he also telling you how shit is, where he grew up, and the kind of mindset that it is when you live in a place like Queensbridge. You grow up in these projects where people constantly killing and murdering and robbing and stealing and all types of shit. You know what I mean? It's a hard life. You know what I mean? So it's easy to get caught up in the system and become a statistic, and next thing you know, you're no longer a name. You're just a number in the prison system. So, you know, if anything, you know what I mean, take that shit as a warning. You know, if you grow up in that, you don't have to live like that. You know what I mean? You don't have to become a statistic. You know what I mean? Even if you stay in that environment, it's up to you to make some right choices and shit, man. You make the better choices, you have the better life. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's easy to fall into the trap, but it's not inevitable. So that's my rant. You know what I mean? I love this song. Like I said, it's called Lift Your Glass, Tragedy Khadafi. Go cop that. You know what I mean? It's an older song. He just dropped the Hidden Files. Go cop that. You know what I mean? My man's is always giving you those dope bars. So if you don't know, go back and study any of his work. He goes all the way back to the 80s and 90s. You know what I mean? So for Try It Hip Hop Podcast, Lyrical Breakdown, this is your man Kurt. We'll see y'all on the next one. All right, peace.